By the way, it's gonna be a short stream today because I got like a meeting in 2 hours. Yeah, Bluetooth. Sad, just the YouTube frogs. I made an IRC fan channel for you? IRC? Are you talking about those old style text channels? Or does IRC stand for something different? Yeah, you made it IRC. How the fuck do people even access that? It's a channel for boomers. What? The boomers! Oh, my back! Oh, my back! Just wondering, have you sold more copies since release than when it was in early access? Do you feel like you've gotten back enough profit for the time invested, or do you feel like you're still on track to meet that target if not? It's definitely sold more than early access. For sure. I'm not going to say any numbers. Have I gotten profit for the time invested over the past 5 years? I'd say so. I don't know yet in terms of how much it's going to be net revenue. Gross revenue, it's kind of scary, but net revenue, I don't know how much that's going to be yet. I think the goal is to try to reinvest as much of that into the next game as soon as possible this year, so then tax write-off. You know what I mean? Tax write-off. Like, come on, get to work. Let's get some fuckers. Let's get some motherfuckers working on some shit, and then yeah. Oh, Cartman. Bit of a fatal error crash. Yeah, I'm hoping this next patch fixes those crashes. At least most of them. Let's get some Cinti assets. Bro, somebody called my game like an asset flip because of the Cinti assets. I think I've come to the conclusion that I can't be bothered taking the gaming community seriously anymore. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's a festival out here, man. We got Jimmy Bob the Clown in the fucking corner or something. We got Cock Johnson. Played it for 10 minutes, probably didn't understand the mechanics, probably didn't do the tutorial, and then he called it a hot ass because he doesn't actually know how the game works, which is perfectly fine. He's probably like, he shot 7 bullets, and he's like, where's my fucking magazine? It's like, I'm sorry, it's not Call of Duty. You don't have 17 magazines on you. You technically do if you don't fucking miss, so I'm sorry to say, but skill issue. But yeah. Cock Johnson here, I heard my name. Your name is not Cock Johnson. Your name is Johnny Lawrence. Is your first name Cock? It's on the Ryzen network. All right, brother, listen. I don't have that many fucking wrinkles yet, okay? We got a Discord. You have a Ben. Grim sold over 30k copies in last week. He's doing good, minus his sanity. My sanity is definitely like, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Golden. Yeah, no, I'm building a bit of a, I'm building a slight tolerance to it. I'm not gonna say that I'm fully tolerant, like fully tolerance to, yeah, whatever, to all, you know, negative feedback, but I think I've now been able to somewhat filter a lot of it and be like, this is something that I can actually use. This is something that I throw away from my brain, and then I just focus on the things that actually matter for the most part. Invisible wall collision profiles interfere with aim. So the problem is in I saw this in Courtyard. L3B Courtyard. Is it possible to do an underground fighting game like the Undisputed movies? Like that super weird bad game that came out years ago called Supremacy MMA, but good? I don't know. That's not me, Cartman. That's a different dev. You know what I mean? That's a different guy. That's a different breed. So the invisible wall has a problem where it interferes with aim. And I believe it's just an invisible wall. Yes. So the collision preset's invisible wall. Let me double check. What is the big question though? Can you hire John Nanite to finally fix UA5? Because that's what it's all about, right? John Nanite can suck my balls. Yep, I said it. Suck my balls. Suck my ball. Wait, all of the trace channels on this are turned off. It's because it's set to world static. Man. Who's John Nanite? It's just John Nanite. Is Crimson John Nanite? No, I'm not John Nanite. I'm John, release a game that crashes. That's my name. Get up, Josh. I'm John Wick from Temu. You know, people are really quick to judge video games, but if I were to judge their fucking McChicken that they make at McDonald's, man, they'd have a bad fucking day, let me tell you. You're John Dick. Don't judge my McChicken. You put too much mayonnaise. It's fucking drenched. This shit's swimming. It became this. My McChicken became fucking Michael Phelps. I actually don't remember who Michael Phelps was. Doesn't he have like drama behind him? He did drugs, didn't he? Or something? Make a Kick channel named John Kick and stream there. I'm sorry, I'm not supporting that fucking place. You know, Trami, how are you doing? Doing good. How are you? Have I tried super higher in FPS view? It's not going to happen. I feel like a lot of the bad feedback is frustrating people who are bad at games. Yes and no. If there's a ton of people that do that, then at that point, is it the game? Right? Is it the game maybe not tutorializing things properly? Some people skip the tutorial, and I'm starting to understand why games force you to do a tutorial before you play anything. So, did I fix that random fatal crash? I think I found some of the sources of it. I was able to turn one of the crashes into a reproducible crash, or I believe it's one of the crashes in 427. Yeah. I think the one thing I learned is I'm not going to be focusing on the people that hate the game. I'm not going to try to get them back into the game. Unless it's like them saying, I really love the game, but it's crashing a lot, negative review. Fully, that is like totally acceptable. If it's someone that's like game's ass, I don't give a shit. They're not my target audience. The target audience are the people that are playing the game, that like the game, that just want the game to be better. That's it. I just want them to be able to edit their review and be like, the game is fucking sick, no problems. That is the goal currently. You know, there's no problems. It might not have more content. If people want more content, I'm sorry, you're paying $9 for it. That's now, depending on where you live in the world, obviously some currencies are different, and I've tried to make it as accessible as possible. But that's like an hour of work, man. All you got to do is go referee a mini soccer game and see the kids fucking kick the ball and from end to end. And kablamo, there you go. You got super. Where's my 3,000 hours of content? Brother, go play Terraria or something. Go buy Terraria. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm not going to be able to make 3,000 hours of content. I'm surprised people are even getting to the point of like 50 plus hours. That's crazy. I'm glad they're enjoying it to that extent, though. Okay, how do I fix this invisible wall issue? Because it's world static. I can make another object type. I'm gonna preemptively set this to 1.08. I'm gonna add a 0.1 and then I'm gonna remove it because for some reason, yep. Source control, classic. I have a similar hiccup on a first time interaction with my custom actor, similar to the one you had with the glass breaking. Happens only once per editor launch. It might result in a crash, Candy. Just letting you know. Might result in a crash. Just telling you now. I've only got 15 hours at the moment. Honestly, anybody who gets over like 5 hours, I'm happy that they're able to enjoy the game that much. Because at that point, they paid $2 per hour. You know, if we want to go into that kind of world of translating money to hours or whatever the fuck. Not worried this project won't live long enough for me to be worried about it. Game development. I guess we make a new object channel, and I'm guessing we want it to be default to block. I don't know if world static is default to block. I want to say it is. So we're going to say invis wall is going to be our thing. And then let's look at invisible wall here. And invisible wall. Oh wait, we have world dynamic in here. Invisible wall world dynamic. But then that means I'd have to change this fucking thing to dynamic. Shit, man. I don't know. Does the aiming check for... Where the fuck I am? Where the fuck I am? Where the fuck I am? Fire gun. Fire gun. Enter. Fire gun. Fire gun. Okay, hello. Fire gun. Search bar. Fire gun. Thank you. Thank you, Unreal. I'm gonna go fucking crazy, man. I'm gonna go fucking crazy. Oh, yeah, it has world dynamic in there. Okay, we're gonna put invisible wall in here. Invisible wall. You shall now be invisible wall. Yep, who would have thought? Yeah, that's crazy. Now. So, 2 checks. Gun goes through, no problem. Okay, nobody can complain that they're missing shots. Okay, and we cannot go through it. Okay, good. Like, everything's fine. Got him. Got him. Got him. I also delete projects nonstop. Stop deleting your projects. Stop doing that. Oh, I didn't have YouTube chat open. Oh, I did. Never mind. Wait, hold on. Where am I? Yeah, Golden. I spent 5 hours on just the alpha beta Charlie levels. Do you think I should make more of those? I feel like those are good ones. To be honest, though, I don't know what I would do with the level design for those, though. I have no clue what I would do for the level design for those. I was supposed to have 5, and we ended up with 3. You know where he's been. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't, like, care if someone takes inspiration from my game. Unless they, like, 1-for-1 it. You know, then at that point, it's like, okay, you know, something's a little... Or they take the fucking game files and they... You know, then that's concerning. But other than that, nah. Got more coffee in the mail today? Oh, dude, I got a new bag of coffee and it tastes fucking great. It tastes great, man. Oh, Oh, it tastes fantastic. Letting go of body shield sometimes allows the enemy to immediately attack. I'd like to fix that, and I don't know what's going on. Oh, God. Apparently, there's a lot of itch.io projects that got uploaded by other people on Steam. Yeah, classic. I saw a Reddit post about that. Apparently, Steam is cracking down on it. I don't know. What coffee did I get? It's a like local brand called Hatch. I think it's Hatch, and it's like their espresso brand. Getting a lot of inspiration for Super Hard, so that's something you should be proud of. Hey, hell yeah, man. I'm surprised more games like this, you don't see it more often. You know what I mean? Like, we do see it from time to time. A game within the style of this, I suppose. But, yeah. Yeah, comedian. Mr. Game Dev, how are you? I'm good, how are you? I'm gonna do a John Wick City Builder. Now that is sick. Hey, actually though... Okay, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. The Underworld, but you're the manager for all of, like, the contracts and shit. And you manage all the contracts. And it's like a sim. Oh, it happened right there. Is their cooldown, their attack cooldown being reset? The Underworld, but you're their accountant? Ad for the accountant, the movie. I don't know why. You're hungry? Is it when they start an attack and then I grab them? Do they continue the attack while going through? Or is it because I grab them for too long, their cooldown isn't reset for their attack cooldown? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You're the lady in the office who designates the agent's yeah, exactly. I saw Walnut playing Super. I was watching the stream. I was watching his stream for a bit. He seemed to enjoy it. He had one crash though in level 2. So hopefully that's fixed now. Did you tell him you're the dev? Has Moon played Sufrar? I don't know. I don't know if it'd be his style of game. Can you also grab him from behind? You can. You should tell him the game was made by Adam Driver himself. Guys, I don't want to go into a stream and be, like, obnoxious. Like, that's not my goal, you know? The only thing I try to do whenever someone streams it is I tell them, hey, I hope you don't experience crashes or bugs. Moon was talking about Super Mario on Saturday when he was looking for something new to play? Wait, what did he say about it? He remembered you were one of his subs? That's cool. I like that he played Fat Goblins. The garbage behavior is reserved for us during your own stream. Smart business plays. Listen, whenever I try to make jokes, it's just me. Wow! Wow! You see that? What was that? Soon, Crim's gonna be in Austin, Texas with Mizkif, Soda, and the E-Girls. That's not my kind of vibe, personally. I think they're I don't watch Mizkif, but I think Soda's cool. Soda's a cool streamer, but I don't think I'd feel comfortable with that group of people, personally. If you're able to, would you go to UE Fest? Maybe next time. What is going on? It must be like, because we do. Okay. I saw Lyric play on Sub Sunday. Yeah, it was cool, man. That was cool. That was cool. The cool thing about Lyric specifically is he struggled in the beginning, but you can see that he was slowly getting in the groove as he played more of it, which was pretty neat. It was pretty neat seeing that. You could see him getting in the groove a bit more, getting more clean suits, getting into like the groove of it. That was pretty neat. That was pretty cool to see that. He skipped the tutorial, didn't he? I think he did the tutorial, but he clearly forgot a lot of it, or he didn't read it. Which is fine. Which is fine. Which is fine. I'm also using UE5. Can you tell me what the best tutorial I should learn from? I don't think there's going to be a best one for you, Factopia. I don't think there is a best one. I think the best tutorial is you just get in there and just try to make things. I would say just try to recreate a game to learn from it. I think that's the best tutorial, is struggling, in my opinion. You know, you go in, you're like, I always tell people, the number one thing I would tell people to create is an interaction system. From there, you start learning a bunch of fundamentals and whatnot. It's definitely interesting seeing all these YouTubers playing the games and stuff. It's very nerve-wracking, to be honest, because I just don't want them to have a bad experience with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a nerve-wracking thing for me because I care too much about it. I care too much about my game. So. The criticism around the game, not on you, as a yeah, I know they're not as me as a human, but I don't take it personally. At the end of the day, though, I still want them to have a good time with it. You know, if someone fucking bashes me as a person, that just goes to show that just goes to show them and their personality as a person. So it's like I feel more bad for them than than anything. But if it's, you know, if it's about the game, like, it's things that I would like to try to work on if I can. As long as it's not, I want more realistic graphics. It's like, okay, well, all right, buddy. You're buying the wrong game for that. Unfortunately. I apologize. It's just, yeah. I do think I am going to still try to optimize the game, because I think that is a good learning lesson for me, is to try to see what I can optimize. I think maybe Slate, I could optimize Slate. But if people are saying their GPU is running hot, I don't know, man. I don't know. It has to be like a memory leak, and maybe the glass is the memory leak. No comprende. You think, Post? My tutorial for my Asylum game will be 2 hours long before you get into the Asylum, so you can't refund the game once you get to the main part of the game. I think by that point, they'd probably just quit at that point. Have I checked in Unreal Insights about the GPU usage? I'm probably going to try to do some extensive debugging like that for sure to see like where and why GPU is running hot. Definitely will, I think. Where am I looking? Grunt. Looking at the grunt to see why. So can attack has an abort that aborts self. Has token for some reason only aborts lower priority? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you be like, why would you do lower priority? It does not make any sense. Where's my guy? Well, time to throw him around for 5 minutes to see if he attacks me randomly. He's not playing the attack animation anymore. Do you guys see, like, he used to, like, have a starting attack anim? Unless he's getting, like, stuck in the pose. Also, he's supposed to play an animation when he gets hit by the glass, I think. So far, we have not been hit. Let's wait until he raises his weapon, and then we'll grab him really quickly. Nope. Not quick enough. Still not quick enough. I want to see if doing it before he does the attack. Oh yeah, we got the jump grab bug. I'm leaving that in the game. It's just too funny. It's too funny being able to do that. You're coming with me! Never mind. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, when it released, the 150 gigabytes you downloaded took like 5 hours and you couldn't refund because the install was in the game. That's diabolical. That's diabolical, man. That would get my negative review. You know what I'm saying? That's just straight, like, that's abusing the system at that point. You know what I mean? Like, that's just abusing the system at that point, I feel like. Should do that with Super Hire? I don't need to do that with Super Hire. All I need to do is have a stable game, and then people can just enjoy the game. Think about all the free money. I put my studio's name, reputation above all of that, honestly. Morals don't get you a 401k. Oh, the door breaking still has a micro freeze, albeit it's much shorter in static mesh data interface is no valid mesh. The fuck you say to me? Oh, Wood Shatter uses a mesh spawner. I don't think we need that for the door, man. I really don't think we need that. By the way, lots of things have this is the first time you play because it seems there's a no pre-shader compilation. Yeah, I've been trying to think of ways to potentially go about think about ways of going about to fix that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Don't you want the yacht? I don't. I hate being on the water, man. It makes me sick. Flight Sim 2024 was way lighter, like 8 gigs to install, but servers were so overloaded for like 3 days that you couldn't refund for a bit of time. It's one of the reasons why I would not be able to do a multiplayer game like that. You know, with that much infrastructure involved and all that kind of stuff, it's just not like it's just not a good time. Like it's just not a good time, man. It's just not. Can I solo this real quick? Isolate. Okay, seems like it's still spawning the wood chips. The wood chips. Ready to see you kick the ass out of the crash. I just got my worst crash sorted a day back. Also shipping build. Moving to 427 has made it so I can actually reproduce the crash. At least one of the crashes. I don't know what other crashes there might be. I just have to play through the game. At least it's reproducible now. So a win. It's a win in my book. Took the leap to 427. It wasn't too bad. Just had to update a bunch of plugins. Other than that, it wasn't like horrendous. Honestly, I'm thinking for the shatter, we could probably get rid of those wood bits. Is it screaming about... Wait, it's still saying static mesh data interface is no valid mesh. But I... removed any of this static mesh samples. Static mesh sample... You guys see any static mesh samples in here? Cause I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. What's the error saying? Static mesh data interface is no valid mesh. Like, is the mesh renderer? It's not valid? Huh? What? Is there a static mesh input in here? Static mesh component. No. What? I can download 427 and make a plugin to do PSO cache collection for you if you want. So you can run that level and get the PSO path file and supply that with a build to speed up shader compilation. I kind of want to learn how to do PSO myself because I know it's something I feel like I'm going to have to know for UE5. So if you have any resources on it, y'all, where I can like potentially learn from it, I'd be down to do it because, or like what you would do in your plugin, I guess, would be really, really interesting. I think UE5 process has been improved a lot though. Maybe. This is a door of cotton. Why does a bullet do that to it? A video game? I don't know. You know, video game. You know, video game. Okay. Is something else spawning wood shatter that I don't know about? Oh. Of course. That's what it is. Compatibility issues. I think if anything, it would improve compatibility because 427 is a bit later. So I wonder if that would improve things with Windows or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. There you go. That seems to run better. Let's check out the output log. It should have nothing about static switch pins reflect an outdated enum entry. A node refresh is advised. Crim offline? Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened? Did I like drop a frame? Disconnected for like 15 seconds? That had to be Twitch. YouTube chat, what did you see? I'm pretty sure Twitch is like literally breaking. I saw Lyric also cutting out randomly for no reason. It's really dumb. So basically you enable it for the build. You have to make a separate package build that's tracking it. And then open a level and it loads every asset in the game. And it will compile the shaders for each load. When it compiles the shaders in that build that's tracking it, it will dump the path of the compiled shader data into a file. Then you place that file with the actual build you ship with. Do I have to do a PSO cache for every single build? Or only when there's like material changes? That sounds like a headache. Definitely does sound like a bit of a headache. How you doing, Mr. Higher Tax Bracket? Doing pretty good, Alex. How are you? Don't call me that. I don't want to be identified as Mr. Higher Tax Bracket, okay? Can we not... Can that not be my identity, please? I would much appreciate if that's not my identity. It happened here too? Oh, dude, I don't know what happened then. I don't have any drop frames on my OBS. I think that was just the internet cutting out for a period of time. Did you see that a Twitch streamer admitted to view botting and Twitch is doing nothing about it? Ah, classic Twitch. Didn't pay the internet bill? I did, I think. Hold on, I gotta check. Hold on, I got. Give me a second. I gotta check if I paid the internet bill. No, I did. I paid the internet. We're fine. Hey, we're fine. We're fine. What? Maybe the YouTube one crashed because it reads off of my encoding that happens on, I don't know. I'm fucking making shit up. My computer's dying. Who knows? Knock on wood. Let's hope that's not the case because I don't want to deal with that. Okie dokie. Letting go of a body shield sometimes allows the enemy to immediately attack. I want to test this for 5 minutes. Because I don't want to release the patch, say I fixed it, and then it's not fixed. Hey, get away from that. You're going to explode. Okay, good. Glad you're okay. I don't know why, he's supposed to like get, like when he runs into glass, he's not supposed to, he's supposed to like slam through it, but he's not slamming through it. He's not doing the XQC slam. That's really unfortunate. I didn't mean to do that, man. I'm so sorry. I also noticed something. Do you guys notice that? I noticed that. The distance auto aim causes me to go inside of him when he dies. 5 push-ups? Man, what the hell? Man. God, I think I got a hair in my mouth. You know, I don't really pick up all this stuff with the asset registry since they all reach back to a source material asset that needs to be compiled, so you just need to grab those material assets and you're good. I have not used the asset registry. The first I heard of asset registry was someone asking if I used the asset registry for when I was trying to ask for help on the crashes. That was you? Oh. Oh, sorry, y'all. I have a pretty good and bad memory. I think I think it's fine. Like, I don't think he's... That's annoying though, like the little snap. You guys see that? Someone's gonna complain about that. Albeit it's not like game breaking, but... And it only happens sometimes. It's all good. SRG is nice. It automates a lot of tedious asset bookkeeping. I see. Yeah, I have many things to learn about my optimization, clearly. I don't like that teleport that happens. So I think this is fixed. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Any chance you could eventually add a Max Payne suit plus hair and weird smirk face from MP1? I probably won't do the face, but there is a suit that is inspired by one of the fits that Max Payne has. Albeit, I think more Max Payne 3, kind of like more loose suit, like buttons out and shit like that, you know? So there's kind of a fit. Is it the bald and fat look? I guess it's the bald look. Yeah, the gray one, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to add more customization. Maybe, if I really feel like it. That being said, people have started modding the game. Someone put a cop outfit in the game. Someone put a cop outfit in the game. Someone put like an anime character. There's a hit cop. Hit cop. Did I add mod support? No, they just figured it out because it's just classic Unreal with pack files. So they just fucking put it in. It's just hit cop, and then you got an anime character, which I think is great. I was like, wow, how'd they figure that? They figured that out quick. This was like within a week, which I thought was extremely impressive. I don't know how the hell. I don't know how they took the screenshot because the HUD elements aren't there anymore. So did they like extract the game into... How'd they take this screenshot either? So they must have extracted the game or something? They must have extracted the game or something, because I don't know how else they went into a debug camera mode like that. Oh, they maybe disabled HUD. Yeah, it's possible. I would like to learn how to make this easier, though, for people to mod shit in. Because then, if people can just mod things in, then community suggestions / questions or requests can then just be redeemed by community modders, right? The Anime Girl has the most downloads. That's because I think that was the first mod on Nexus Mods, like the very first mod. If modders work for me, I don't have to work. I guess that's... I suppose. Trains, enemy spawning on the ceiling such above. Okay, I don't know why that's happening. Let's check out the nav mesh and see what the hell's going on. Yeah, I would like to make it easier for people to mod the game. I think that'd be sick, man. I mean, it's the ones that made it so as long as you put assets with the exact right name and exact path, it gets added automatically to your systems. Interesting. Just have the modders optimize your game? I don't want that to be the case, man, even though I am a noob. I know I'm a noob, but I don't want that to be the solution to all of this. Where's trains? Trains, where the fuck you are? Where are you? You're probably somewhere around here. There's a big building in the way. There's no way they're spawning on top of this box. What? We got spawn point over here. Spawn point over here. Spawn point over here. They are apparently spawning on the ceiling. Wait, there's no way they're spawning up here. How the hell? Like... What the... Why is there no nav mesh over here? Oh, it's about to get real laggy. I can't see the volume that's over here. There is apparently a volume here. No fucking way. This modifier right here. Oh my god, does 427 have that bug where rotated nav modifiers are fucking broken? Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 don't. Don't. Okay. It's just vertical rotation, I guess, doesn't work. Ghost, thank you for the raid. How's it going? Okay, apparently now we fixed it. I don't know. I don't know. Time to update the project UE5. You'd be surprised. That bug is also on UE5. You'd be not pleased to hear that that problem is also in UE5. Oh! Been working my tutorial map? Nice! How's it going for you today? Not too bad. Not too bad. Just fixing a bunch of bugs and whatnot. So, the enemies are spawning in the ceiling. Which is baffling to me. What are their spawn radiuses that allows them to do that? Subway event. They do a radius of 500 units. Oh. That's 500 units. Are they spawning? How are they spawning in the ceiling? You know, I don't know how that's happening. Technically speaking, all of these walls should not be spawning any navigation. So what I could do is maybe do can affect navigation. That turns that off. Is there a layer of navigation that I do not know about? Is this reading the thing? It's what? Eh? What? There's navigation on the train? Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Turn that off, I guess? I don't know. How are they spawning outside of the zone? Maybe they're spawning over here. Is this 500 units? It's possible. Maybe they spawn in here. Turn off navigation there. Turn off collision. Hide it. There's something else over here. There's a floor piece. Let's just get a nav modifier in here, bro. Come on. Just put this over here. Whatever. Put the volume in the bag. Is that the world grid material? Okay, why are you here then? Why are you here? Just, okay. Okay. Wait, what? My computer while trying to do any of this. They're just in a tactical position? That's true. That's true. Is there a checkbox in static meshes to have it not be usable with nav meshes? Yeah, I guess these I could just have it say don't affect the navigation. Apparently that does nothing. I'm a little perplexed as to... okay. So, where are my guys spawning? People are saying they're spawning on the ceiling? They should not spawn there. There's no reasoning as to why they should spawn there. All of the spawn points... at least on this level, should be over here. $500 units. I could see them maybe spawning in the wall here. I could see that being the problem, maybe. Could be maybe them spawning in the elevator. I don't know. There we go. Turn that off, I guess. No, wrong. There. No! I'm gonna freak out. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. It's a lot of boxes. It's a lot of boxes just for one thing. If only people knew how much game devs tick boxes and nav mesh tweaks and waiting for builds. A lot of nail biting too. Lots and lots of nail biting. There we go. A lot of nail biting. We got a lot of that. What are nails? I've basically stopped biting my nails because I essentially can't with my aligners in. So I guess I quit. Nail biting, more like banging my head on my desk. That's not good for you, man. That's not good for you. Don't do that. That's not don't do that. That ain't good for you, brother. That ain't good for you. Please tell me this building is not affecting anything. Okay, I'm just gonna assume no. But also the fact that it has collision is kind of like concerning. Listen, I know. This project is structured like ass. Yes, I know. Yes, I'm a stupid dev. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Let's get past that. We already know that. There are certain things in here done in a very stupid way. Yes, I understand. Let's move past that. The real question should be, why the hell is the enemy potentially spawning in the ceiling? Makes no sense. Let's take a look at the spawner real quick. The spawn code. Get random point in navigable radius. Radius 500. Is there a node that's better than this? There's two different nodes. One of them works better than the other one. Is it this one that works better than the other one, or is it the other one that works better than this one? What I could do is just lower the radius. Lower any potentials for weird shit happening. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, good call. There's a... No, that wouldn't cause the problem. Poopy shit, man. Oh yeah, music also pauses in this level for some reason. It just resets. Caca pee pee. Well, there's only one thing to do now. It's well, I guess test the level. Run that node 1,000 times, and if height Z more than floor point, store the points so you know where the magical roof is. That's a good point. That guy's thinking with his brain, whereas I'm thinking with fucking brute force. You know what? You got a good point. You got a good point. Ah. Where am I? Well, actually though, like, where am I? Oh, it didn't load the level. Which also, by the way, broke the pathing, probably. Oh, that's so funny, man. Oh, but I have a I have a get distance to. It doesn't matter. Call in editor. Excuse me? Oh, there we go. Call in editor. We're gonna do this 5 million times. I'm gonna crash my computer real quick. Pog. Let's do it 200 times. We're gonna do get random point in navigable radius, and then I'm gonna draw a point. I'm gonna assume this is in world space. Please. Please be in world space. It would be very much appreciated if you were in world space. Okay, and then we can push the button. Okay, I want to try something. If this was 500, where the fuck would it have spawned? In the pillar? Wait, how the fuck? How are you spawning up here? How the flippy floppy did you get over here? Oh shit. No, that's not right. That doesn't make any sense. The bench. The bench. Guys, the bench. Because it's not able to access any points at that spot, it instead moves up. I hate this node. This node fucking sucks. This node sucks balls. So the radius was not the problem. It's that this will go up. If it can't go down, it go up. God, it tasted bad. You know, I want a detailed description of the bench. The bench in the train's level was causing enemies to spawn above, not on the bench, but on the floor above, because Unreal likes to say fuck you, I guess. Get random reachable point in radius. That doesn't work. This node doesn't work. I bet you this shit doesn't do anything. Okay, here's my problem though. How much more expensive is this? Show me the code. Oh wait, I don't know if I have debug symbols. It's probably gonna be like, it's gonna turn into glorp or something. Never mind, it's just not gonna open the IDE. Okay, that's fine too. Okay, which one's cheaper though? Which one's cheaper? Yes, Mirren. So because this node, all it did is it would check a point. If it cannot find the point, it instead goes way beyond, outside of the bounds of the specified radius, and went up here. This is way more than 500 units, mind you. So here, I'll show you. This is a cube. This is where our spawn points are. That's 500 units. That's 1,000 units plus. I have a feeling this is more expensive to calculate though. I think if it should have, if that sort of behavior should have been a Boolean. That should have been a fucking Boolean. Isn't radius you need to multiply? But the thing, maybe. I guess it would be 250? But 250 looks like this. This is what 250 looks like. Where the fuck I am? Oh. Guys, it was a skill issue, I think. Guys, you know what? Maybe... No, wait, no, it's not. See, that's not right. That's not... Look. Is it? Maybe it is right. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. It was a skill issue. It seemed like a skill issue. I think random reachable is fine, but... Yeah. Is there a 2D version of the navigation system? I don't know. I could do a get random point in bounding box, but I don't think that's like a random point navigation. Isn't this the node that doesn't work? Pretty sure this is the node that does not work. I think this is the one that doesn't work. Oh no, that one works. Wait, hold on. Let me compile real quick. Look, the bench is still doing the same thing. That is literally the bench. That's the bench. Will the game support community modding in the future? I would like to learn how to allow more modding, like more accessibility to it. People have been modding it already, though. People have already been modding it. I just need to figure out how to make it more accessible. I don't know how to. you could pre-generate the points when you load a level. That could do that too. Could do that too. Like, I technically don't need to do... I would imagine this calculation actually is probably a little bit more expensive than just predetermined points within a radius, I would assume. Yeah. Custom levels when? It'd be cool. I just don't know how to... I don't know how to expose it. I would love to. Guys, I'm all on your side. I would love to make modding more accessible for the game. I think that'd be so sick. I think that'd be wicked. That'd be wicked sick. So, question then. That wall that's over there. Let me check. Is that over here? I think there's pathing here. There's not. I removed it. So let's double check. Test spawn points. Make sure there's none up here. I think because it's a reachable radius from the origin, I think we're fine. I just don't know how expensive this is. I'm sure it's fine. All right, swap out the node. There's a new guy in town. His name is Random Reachable Point Radius. And he fucks. Happy birthday. I mean, happy release. Hey, thank you. Thank you. For both. It's not my birthday, but thanks anyways. What's this music? Komodo. Komodo. Highly recommend. He's got some sick music. I'm glad you enjoyed that much, Kev. For most UE games, modding is already very accessible. UE is easy to mod. I don't know. I feel like I've heard mixed things about it, but I would like to make it more accessible and then open up the workshop so then people can share things on the workshop instead of having to share it on Nexus and shit. I just don't know what the process is, and I would love to like have some documentation to help people mod things in, right? That's my thing. I want to be able to know the process myself, so then that way I can help make a documentation to help others set it up and whatnot before opening up the workshop. I don't want to be, yeah. You're gonna be stuck in this game forever if you're adding mod support. So here's my goal. Once we fix up all the crashes and whatnot, we're gonna probably do half and half of working on one project and working on another thing. Yeah, reachable is the good node, or you can spawn with adjust if possible. Adjust if possible. I don't even know that's a thing. I did that, Ali. It was still fucking up. Hey, Woozy. How you doing, man? I don't know if where'd you... Oh, yeah, I see. Hope your week is starting off great. It's going well, man. Hope the same for you. Yeah, the nav blocking was not enough because that one node that we used that was the not reachable one was causing it so any spot that was non-nav, even though it was within the radius, it was then spawning it up here. Yeah. A mod menu and such. I don't think I would do a mod menu, but I'd at least I'd want to make it so it's easy for people to mod things in. Obviously, like a mod manager would probably make it better, but I don't think I'm going to go through that whole process. I think there's the other concern of if you have multiple things that might potentially mod the player character or some shit. If I can expose enough of that for people to mod the player character, I don't know if you can combine multiple mods that mod the player character, especially if they have conflicting variables, right? if I remember correctly, so how a pack file works is you can put multiple pack files and then give it a number. It'll go in order from the first pack file down, and then it'll just override whatever's in the pack file. Do I have that correct? Is that the workflow for modding? You have a separate pack file that just adds it in, and it goes by like numerical or whatever, and it goes through the list. Yes. I don't know if modders can go as far as creating custom maps, though. Don't know how they would go about doing that. No clue how they could go about. I don't know how I could even expose that without like a legal problem there. Some people say that they replace all of the marketplace assets with like a size reference of that asset, so then they can at least place it in the spot where it would be. The system stuff I want to expose. How'd you do that, Mirren? I get the proxy part, but like I could see myself for like custom maps, I could just use data assets or some shit. Or maybe I can figure it out with a JSON file structure. That'd be cool. I just don't know how the fuck you would do it. Also, you wouldn't be able to build lighting. I've wanted to make, you know, in the past I wanted to make a level editor, like an in-game level editor. I don't know if I'll do it. I think if I were to do it, it's because I just want to do it for fun. To see if I could do it. But you would not be able to build lighting. That's the problem. Unless you go down the ARC path and you release the project, but you release it in like a moddable form, I guess. I don't know how they did that. You share a bare-bone version of a project with nothing but structure classes, no real logic. Users prepare whatever's needed, throw it into your real project, and you handle it on launch by replacing proxies. I don't even know where to get started to do shit like that. Would it be possible to build in the game a way to rebuild lighting within the game too? UE restricts use of their source code within projects like that. So I cannot put rebuild light or build lighting within a shipping build. I'm pretty sure their entire EULA is like, no, do not do that. So you would have to like do an entirely different light building system. Like go back to the days of Super Mario 64 and build lighting by using vertex colors. We're going back. We're using vertex colors for the shadows. Oh man, what a time. What a time. Those were the days. Yeah, I don't know how to do any of that stuff. That's what I mean by like mod support. I don't know the ins and outs and the intricacies of it, unfortunately. All right, so let me just double check the spawn points here. Make sure they're not spawning anywhere weird. I think that should fix that problem. Portal 2 level editor was nice. It'd be cool, man. It'd be sick. A level editor would be sick. I would love to. It's just an enormous time sink for a game that I think, while it's good and I'm very happy with the game design of it, there are also lacking issues with it that I think reduce the sandboxy element that I think thrives so well in a level with a level editor. Yeah. Stay frosty. EU's in a heat wave and I'm melting. Hey, Godspeed, Bane. Godspeed. Alright, so that should fix that issue. Eviction. Random enemy on ground floor parking lot in a corner. Yep, past me definitely knew what he was doing. Yep. Yep. I've not seen texture hotspotting anywhere else. I would, Miran, if you're in UE, I would heavily recommend checking out Scythe. I think you would be excited to see. Okay. I really hope that level is not corrupted. Hope you saved? I think I did. I'll check that blueprint and that'll let me know if I did or not. Crash mid-save. It's a good thing I set this all up in Perforce earlier. Okay, that's fine. Why was I not able to load that level? Please. Please, man. Okay, it loaded. God, give me a heart attack, man. There's a random guy in the corner. Why is this guy here? Who put him here? Who put this guy here, man? Yeah, might be. Past me must have had a vision. Maybe I was thinking that, like, you would go through here? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Listen, man, I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew. I don't. I like hotspotting. I like the idea of it. I think it looks sick. It's cool. I wouldn't mind doing more of it. I'm fucking sick of the modular static mesh workflow. I want to pull out my hair because of it. I gotta plug in from Blender does it well. I think I use Zen UV. Zen UV has a hotspot feature. But Scythe is starting to look really good. Scythe is starting to look pretty good. Where the fuck is it? Where's the link to this fucking shit, man? Yeah, this is looking pretty sick. I wonder if he does hotspotting in here. No, probably not. Yeah, it's cool, man. I don't know if he does hotspotting because this version is before the hotspot, I think. Yeah. It's still cool, man. Sick. What are my goals with the development of this game moving forward now that 1.0 is released? Most of it is crash fixing, bug fixing. That's the biggest focuses, and quality of life. Yeah. Okay, and did you have the link to it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. There's a whole thing for hotspotting with this plugin, and it actually looks really good, like the way it's done. Like the workflow doesn't look like ass, like most of the modeling fucking tools in UE. You can specify each like hotspot tile patch, which is done pretty intuitively from the looks of it, which is very nice. It's just sick, man. I think it's cool. I don't know how I'll use it for my next games. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Yeah, go for it, Mirren. Use PCG and flood the level with all of your assets. What's hotspotting? It's like it's almost like a trim sheet kind of, but it's like larger patches of tiles. And then what it is you select all those mesh faces, and a system will essentially pick the closest sized tile piece in your texture to fit that mesh, and then it'll UV it onto it. So you get like really nice edges and stuff, and then it'll like automate it for you essentially. Yeah, auto texel density selection finder thingy thing. Yeah, technology. What's this one, Kev? Oh yeah, this the anime. I think it's great. I think it's great. I want to see more. You also got Hit Cop. Replace the default suit with an LAPD cop uniform, which is apparently the mesh is from Mortal Kombat. That's pretty funny. And then yeah. The most downloaded thing though is someone's completed save file. That was the request that people had, I guess, on the Steam discussion forums, is just being able to have everything completed right off the bat. So, you know, hey, if they have fun with it, by all means. That maybe, you know, it could be a good point of reference, that if a lot of people use that, but maybe they still want to set their own personal times for the levels. Maybe I make like a button to reset all of their ratings, but not reset the challenges and shit. Maybe that could be maybe that could be an idea. You know, reset all of their ratings. So then the people that do use that save file but still want to set their own personal ratings while having everything unlocked, maybe they could just do it that way, I guess. I don't know. Where am I? Where are we at? We have a ton of things to do. Track the progress of challenges in the pause menu. Right. So the problem with that I have right now is I don't know if it's actually like fully working. Like, I don't know if it fully works. Exhibition A. Exhibit A. Why is it 0 out of 0? Actually, I think I know why. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Which is lame. I enjoyed binging it in one night. Hey, I'm not going to judge how people want to play the game. I think the best thing as a game developer is let people play the game the way they want to play it. If they want to play it that way, then by all means, right? And then, you know, go from there. Okay, 0 to 10. Eliminate 10 enemies with melee attacks. That's still happening. So now it's 1 out of 10. Okay, so it's working. At least this one is. Shoot 3 enemies through vehicle glass. Kick enemies into vehicles 10 times. I think one level I want to check up on. Hey, hell yeah, thank you, Bluebird. Good, Logan. Yeah, I wouldn't consider this complete yet because I do want to test it a bunch. Because some stats are given at the end of a level. Like, and then some of them are time-based. So if we go to Caribbean and we look at the alpha level, the complete level in under 0.5 minutes, it's not going to count that into the time. So that's one thing we have to take into account. I never open a door the normal way in this game. It's just more fun kicking it down. Ones that can't be tracked, just leave without a stat track. I think I can do it without being too lazy. I think I could, like, the time one, I could probably do. Forgive me for asking, but have you ever heard that you look like someone? Keanu Reeves?
Shit my pants, I did.
Jack Black? That's me.
Hey, congrats on 1.0.
1.0. Felix, thanks for the 59 months. Yeah, but I was thinking more like Hannah Montana. Rico? Who the hell is Rico? I haven't seen that shit in like 15 years. Who's Rico? Can you do the shooting from prone after a dive like Max Payne 3? Honestly, I kind of see it. I want you guys to, I don't know who that looks like. But I stop it. Harassment. Yeah, you can shoot from this pose. It's not like the best, you know, it's not like Max Payne levels of animation, fluidity and whatnot, but it still looks cool. It's good? Alright, you guys got me searching this shit up. Hannah Montana Rico. I do not. It's got to be my pubes on my face. That's what it is. I don't. I. Restarting the missions, make it so the doors stay in their positions to open if open. I've noticed that. I have noticed that. I also noticed a door disappearing. that a warehouse? It's kind of like a warehouse. All of the Alpha Beta Charlie missions are in like a kind of like a hangar kind of vibe. Beta looks the nicest, I think, because it has like you can see the outside creeping in. Yeah. It's got a cool look to it. Did I forget to put the doors on the sublevel? Am I the solo dev of this game? There's only there's one other developer, but he only does music. So I guess I'm the only engine developer, I suppose. All right, this one's on persistent. Are there any other doors that I forgot to do because I'm stupid? Is it just this level? I edited source code on accident yesterday, but adding a character, and I spent 4 hours looking for a mistake. Compiler was to no help. I thought I was going to do that accidentally yesterday. I hit a button. I was like, huh. I was like looking through. I hit Control Z, trying to make sure I didn't fucking shit. It's stressful, dude. I think it was just that level. Oh, and the van doors? I'm not too worried about that. All right. Makes it easier to shoot the one behind it. Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, that kind of is like a time, like, that gives you like a second, a free second. Doing this all solo? I wouldn't say I did it solo. Like, I've contracted some level designers and environment artists, like, in the past for a couple levels. We've had developers in the past as well. We had an animator way back in the project. I just did most of the shit. I'm not gonna say I did all the shit. I don't like taking the solo tag because I think it's bullshit 90% of the time. Someone would be like, I'm a solo, and then you look through and see that they contracted like 6 people throughout like the fucking entirety of the project, and it's like, okay, I guess. Yeah, peace out, y'all. I'm gonna work on the PSO plugins a little bit tonight, and hopefully send you something later on. Okay, cool, man. I'm gonna take a look into it then. I want to see what you do with the plugin. Curious to see how that functions, because I would like to do something like that for UE5 as well, probably. Could you add a pop-up when you hover over a locked weapon that tells you when/how it's unlocked? I could do that. Only problem is the localization. I'd have to localize it to all of our languages. But I could add it to the list. Yeah. With Devolver Digital QA and marketing.
Shit my pants, I did. Mmm. Huh?
I haven't even done that much marketing at all. I'm surprised we got to this point. Kev, thank you for the prime. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. I haven't done like a crazy amount of marketing. I'm surprised this shit's at 1,100, man. What the hell? I really hope this next patch fixes the crashes and Like, I'm gonna really try to work towards fixing the crashes in level 3. I think part of it is those glass boxes, but I also don't know. What I kind of want to do is once I fix the crash, the reproducible crash on the glass breaking, I kind of want to put it out on a beta branch and like get as many people on it and just fucking like stress test level the manor level to see if the crashes are still occurring. I don't know if I should just throw it up on the main branch or throw it up on the beta branch because this is going from 426 to 427, so I'm a little concerned about that. Go beta? Okay. Yeah, that's probably the safest bet is to throw it up on the beta and then just ask people that were crashing. It's like, hey, can you test it on the beta and see if you're still crashing? Like, it's working on my machine. I'm just worried about other people's machines. You can, Blue. It's in the settings. If you go under gameplay, there's a show laser, show flashlight. I usually play with them off, to be honest. Honestly, the laser does not work the best. The problem is that the game will always try to reliably shoot where you're aiming. It's not going to shoot where your laser is. So the laser has a little bit of a, it's like a noodle. It's like a fucking pool noodle. It's gonna do its thing to get to the point where it needs to. Yeah, tons of settings in here. Tons of settings. Tons. You even got some crosshair settings, which I'm gonna add more to. I don't know if I'll be able to get it in for this update, but it would be nice, like a crosshair type, being able to change the shape, because I know a lot of people ask for changing the shape. So that would be, I think, the next thing I'd like to put in here. What was the other setting? Crosshair size? Oh yeah, size and style. Turn the majority of the HUD/ indicators off. Appreciate the fact that you had the options. Long period of early access definitely allowed us to know what kind of things people wanted in the game. So it helps a lot. All of that stuff is in there. Wait, which one, Ari? The track that I'm playing right now? Or the track in game? Tracks in game. What do you think of a plugin that allows developers to create custom UK2 nodes for Blueprint by bypassing C++ and having an editor-like feature to create them, supporting slate features for the node, multiple things like pins, behavior of the node, and more. It sounds interesting. It sounds interesting. It does sound very interesting. I want to create a few more plugins, but I don't want them to be useless shit. I would say the best test is putting a plugin in a game. If you're working on a project, it's the best test because then you can at least see it in like a production facing scenario. I feel like that's where the best plugins usually come from is like actually using it in production. Does not support focus. You set B is focus equals to true. Huh? Is the game is well received? Any thoughts on DLC or something like that, or are you done with it? I'm just fixing, I'm doing a lot of bug fixing and crash fixing right now, and then once we kind of like clean that up a little bit, maybe a little bit of polishing and just overall quality of life shit, and then I'll see if I feel like, you know, putting in more content. I think at most what I'm going to try to do is look into modding. I'll look into modding and see if I can, you know, look into that a little bit. How do I stay prone after a dive? You can hold the spacebar, Blue, or alternatively, there is a setting for. I believe there's a setting for toggling dive. Is there a setting for toggling dive? I actually don't know. I swear I thought I made a setting for that. Let me see. Maybe not. You just have to hold spacebar though. Yeah, I guess there's no toggle dive setting. I swear I... Toggle grapple, toggle sprint, toggle time focus. Time focus when diving, mouse aim assist. Auto continue after loading, auto open doors, switch weapon on pickup. I don't have a toggle dive. How does it work in Max Payne? I should probably install Max Payne. I have not played it. Have I played it? Do I even have it? Max? I got 3. I still have yet to install it. Please tell me I'm not crazy. What is this? Let me see. It's a similar kind of realm. Similar kind of realm, but yeah. Have I watched some streams of people playing the game? I've watched a few. I get extreme anxiety watching them though. I get extreme anxiety watching them. So I can't like watch them. I want to watch them, but like I literally get like a lot of anxiety. I get very anxious. It's not a great feeling, but I just hope they enjoy it. Hopefully they don't run into too many issues when they play. Where the hell am I? Yeah. That's it. But I've watched a few. I watched Lyric play a bit of it. I watched Walnut play it. I watched a VTuber play it. I felt bad though because she got motion sickness after playing it a bunch. And then that made me think like what kind of settings can I expose to reduce motion sickness in a third person perspective with a lot of camera movement involved. I feel like the only solution to that to still be able to experience the game is to go in top down, but then you're experiencing the game in a different way. So I don't know. A Dutch streamer I was watching is going to be playing it soon too. Man, it's so stressful. I need to get this fucking patch out ASAP. So then, you know, no more streamers hopefully experience too many crashes. Yeah. Oh yeah, right. We need to add controller haptics. Let's. I want to see if I can get a bunch of this shit in for here. I think a big update would be good. Add controller haptics. Add. What was the terminology used? Multi-input? Hold on. Um. Maybe it's on Steam. God, I'm getting so lost. I swear there was a uh I'm like, there's so much shit in here. Mixed input. However, you can't use both controller and keyboard slash mouse inputs at the same time on third person. No restrictions. Now it says input is useful for accessibility. Allowing for more bespoke input methods like Steam inputs or based keywords or others. It's possible to allow mixed input support in third person mode. So the issue is that using the, let me go into the dev level. You can't use both the mouse and the controller at the same time. So let's say I move with the controller, I can't aim with the mouse anymore. I guess that's the problem. I think that was so you don't cause double input, but I think we can improve it. What was the term used? Mixed input.
Shit my pants, I did. Mmm. Huh?
Or thank you for the 4
Win
months.
here.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's the launch going? It's going okay. Some bugs and some crashes, but I think it's going okay. It's very stressful. Extremely stressful. It's on me at the end of the day. I didn't know all these issues were present, unfortunately, so should have probably just tested a lot more before throwing it into 1.0, but you know. Yeah. Let's see here. Probably would be in player character or maybe player controller. I think mouse aim look. Where the fuck I am? Where? No, not event tick. No, not. Although maybe. Maybe it is event tick actually. Oh, I think it's in the player character. Third person graph. Aha! In third person, mouse XY 2D axis. So, can I use both? We all like spaghetti blueprints. That's my favorite meal. Instead of a select, can we do a plus? Okay, here's the problem with doing this though. If I don't check if we're using the gamepad, the problem is that if you have stick drift on your controller, you will, if it's hooked in, it will cause a problem. Okay, so now we can use both. I'm holding left on my thing. So now we can move around and can we shoot? Okay, so that's improved. Only thing is that the aim assist is turned on. However, there are settings to turn that off. So well, okay, so that I think already improves mixed input. The only thing is that obviously the icons are going to keep changing back and forth. That is the only problem. Okay, that should be improved though. There was also an issue with people saying that they couldn't use the trackpad on the Steam Deck. That's because we're in gamepad mode and we disable the crosshair or the mouse cursor. So I don't know how to... I don't know, I'm gonna have to do a lot of testing. I'm gonna have to do a lot of testing on my Steam Deck. I can ask him to wait till you're done. Also, a well-known game review site from NL can do a review if you wish and are ready. NL? Northern Lion? Northern Lion? Yeah, I guess wait until this patch is out, and hopefully it should fix the crashes and some of the other various things. If they're cool with that, you know? Trying to work on it, or they could just use the beta whenever I get the beta out, and I think the beta should be fine. It's just a precaution, just in case, to make sure that everything's running okay, and if we catch any like reproducible crashes, then we can work on that real quick before we push it to the main branch. Wow. I want to join the development. Noah, what you got? Tell me your CV. What you got on there? What kind of work experience do you have? Do you work best when stressed out? What's your pain tolerance? Because you're going to need a lot of it. What are your hobbies? Do people in interviews ask this shit now? What kind of shit do they ask? Why do you want to work at this company? Give an example of when your strengths have helped you overcome a problem. God, they still ask that? Do you have a vehicle? Here's a hard leet code. You have 20 minutes. I'm so glad I never had to do that. And I hope I never have to. Money, I guess. At least you're honest. You know. Why do you want to work here, bitch? Because I gotta pay rent, motherfucker. What else? Like, such a stupid fucking question. I really like the way that you guys work, and I'm a big fan of your projects. And money. And money. Firing a shot from an execution counts as a shot fired. Oh shit! How are we gonna fix that? After that, they just reject you and ignore you? Ah, classic. Wait, I don't understand. Why is the minimum angle degrees -60, but then it's 60 in the max? -65 and then 60? I don't care. Oh, I did. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was really questioning past me with this fucking decision, but I understand. I get it. I hate it when the interviewer asks that question. I think if I ever were an interview and then the interviewer asked that question, I would just probably stare at them. I'd be like, can we get on to the next question that actually like is worth my time and your fucking time? Can we please? Let's ask some more meaningful questions. Okay, so first off, ask a question like, do my skills actually how do I work with a team, and have I ever worked with a team before? You know, ask me questions like that rather than what my fucking favorite food is. It's tiramisu. Are my skills real? No, I have imposter syndrome, you dumb motherfucker. They're not real. They're fake. Everything I do is fake. Look at this spaghetti. I'm a chef. I don't even make games. Where the hell am I? Firing a shot. Okay, we need to look at executions. Execution. Gun execution. Attempt environment execution. No. Attempt. Wait, actually. I'm pretty sure this has a gunshot in here. Gunshot. Fire. Add ammo. Fire weapon. Force primary. If I were to guess, in fire weapon, we... This is not good. This is very not good. Oh, this is very not good. This is actually horrendous. Master primary. Don't tell me this is all hard-coded in each specific spot. Don't you fucking dare. Event fire weapon. Fire gun base. Oh, it's in fire gun base. Aha, shots fired. Well, you know, well, yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, well. Yeah, well. Shit. Grim, you already shipped the game. Screw those losers that bought it and work on your next project. We're gonna get there, Zen. We're gonna get there. And when we get there, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna work on a Vampire Survivors game. I think. No, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna work on. Gambling? Let's go gambling. Our secondary weapon executions on the roadmap for the future. I don't know if I have the resources to do any animations right now. Well, I have the resources. That's not the best. No, that's not the right response. I don't know if I want to go through the process of creating more animations right now for the project. It is not a no, but it's not a yes either. So I don't know. It's too late. He already promised a first person mode. Stop. You do not spread misinformation. We're now at a stage where actual misinformation could be very detrimental to the project. We are at a stage where any sort of misinformation could actually be harmful. Psychopaths, man. Motherfucker. I'm hungry. I got a meeting. I got to go to a meeting. I got to see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. I'm going to do so. I'm 10 minutes late. I'll see you guys later. I forgot it was 5 o'clock. Bye. See you later. I'm sorry. Hey, cool.